going to be rating your guys' gaming setups. And some of the setups were pretty good, so I recommend you stick along. By the way, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. It truly means the world to me, and I can't wait to see where we go next. And when I get monetized, I'm going to tell my parents about my YouTube channel. So if you're enjoying this content, please subscribe. But other from that, let's get to the video. Okay, so first up on the list, we got Cuber. So it looks like we got 2 monitors, and then we also got the laptop right there. It kind of looks like a mess right now because the keyboard's out of place, but still, other than that, it's a good setup. I'm going to go with a 9 out of 10. By the way, subscribe to his channel because he is a mod on my Discord server, and he really deserves it. Next up, we got luxury setup, and I don't really know what to say. The monitors look really good, but the gaming chair. I've never seen a toilet for a gaming chair. Probably fake, but I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Next up, we got Bloopers gaming setup, and this one's looking pretty cool. I like all the RGB and the dual monitors. It all looks really good. And that's a pretty big mouse pad, so you probably got a lot of mouse room. I like the RGB panels and the leaves up there. That looks really cool. But the one thing I do is clean up the cables down there. Other than that, that's a 9 out of 10 setup. Next up, we got Ice Clap setup. So honestly, this setup looks really cool. I like the vibe to it. I can see he's going for a white theme here. And that keyboard right there looks like a custom one, and it looks really cool. But the monitor looks pretty basic, and then he's got the laptop off to the side. But I would think that this is an office more than a gaming setup. But still, this is a 6 setup. I love it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. And now we got Unteal's gaming setup. For me, this is one of my favorite gaming setups. The PC looks good on the side, and then the wallpapers look so cool. The keyboard and mouse are clean, and I can barely see any wires. It looks like he's got a 24-inch monitor on the front and then a side monitor. But the overall theme of it is really cool. I really like it. So for this setup, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Next up, we got Cuber's Friends gaming setup, and this one's pretty interesting. I mean, it looks like we got an iPad and then a couch, but like, not really a gaming setup, but I guess so. It looks like he's playing Roblox on the iPad. I mean, yeah, you can play some games on it, but not that many, I guess. I'm gonna go with a 5 out of 10. Next up, we got Flicky setup. And I've done this setup in a couple other videos, but I guess I'm throwing it into this one. But honestly, this setup's really cool. It's got the 27-inch monitor and then the laptop off to the side. It just looks really crowded there in the back, and then there's no mouse pad. But it's a pretty cool setup. I'm gonna go with a 7 out of 10. Next up, we got Axolotl King setup. So I know he's just moving into his new house, but he's playing on his Oculus right now. But I do know he plays a couple games like Minecraft and Gorilla Tag and Roblox and stuff. But the lighting is pretty cool already for just moving in. So I'd say it's a pretty unique setup, and you're still getting settled in and stuff. I'm gonna do an 8.5 out of 10. Next up, we got another Flicky setup. So I'd say this is a pretty cool setup because the monitor is running off of the laptop. I'm pretty sure that's a MacBook or a Chromebook or something. The keyboard and the mouse are looking nice, but it looks a bit crowded on the right side. But overall, it's a pretty cool setup. I would just say add some RGB to the back of the wall and then hide the cords on the left side. But overall, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. And now we got Jacoto setup. So I'd say it's a pretty modern setup. I don't know if you're running that main monitor off of like a PC or something, or that computer to the side. If so, everything's super well hidden. Looks like you got a basic Apple keyboard, but it's a pretty cool setup. I'd just say a bigger mouse pad because it looks like you barely got any room. And then maybe you could get a headphone stand or something. But overall, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. And lastly, we got Pizza setup. He told me he's still buying a lot of stuff for his setup, so he's still working on it. But it looks like we got the basic 24-inch monitor. We got the RGB keyboard and mouse. And honestly, I really like the setup. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna do an 8 out of 10. And by the way, he's the man that created my YouTube logo, so check out his channel. He's insane. Let's get that man to 300 subs. If you guys want your setups like this in my videos, make sure to join my Discord server. Link in the description. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's see if we can get 100 likes.